What's the first thing most people reach for when they're tired? Coffee, energy drinks, maybe a pre-workout shot loaded with 300 mg of caffeine. But here's the truth no one wants to hear. Caffeine doesn't give you energy. It borrows it, and then charges you interest. Yes, caffeine blocks adenosine, the chemical that makes you feel tired. But the more you use it, the more your brain builds receptors for adenosine. That means you get more tired when caffeine wears off. You start needing more coffee to feel normal, until your morning cup just keeps you afloat, and your 2 p.m. crash becomes inevitable. This is not a long-term energy strategy. It's a chemical crutch. But here's the good news. Your body was designed to generate clean, consistent energy on its own. And in this video, I'll show you how to unlock it without a single sip of caffeine. Chapter 1. The Caffeine Trap. Caffeine isn't the villain, but dependency is. Most people think they're boosting energy, when really they're suppressing tiredness. There's a difference between being awake and being energized. Here's what happens when you rely on caffeine too much. Your cortisol, stress hormone, stays elevated. Your sleep gets lighter, shorter, or disrupted. You experience bigger afternoon energy crashes. Your nervous system stays wired, and eventually, fried. That's not sustainable. That's burnout in slow motion. But by cycling off caffeine, even for a few weeks, your body relearns how to produce its own energy. Your adenosine balance resets. Your sleep deepens. Your clarity returns. So before we dive into natural energy solutions, ask yourself, is caffeine fueling me or fooling me? Chapter 2. Morning light exposure, the brain's natural on switch. One of the most powerful energy tools is 100% free, completely natural, and hiding just outside your window. It's not coffee, it's not a pill, it's sunlight. Why it works. Morning light, especially within the first 30-60 minutes of waking, triggers a powerful cascade in your brain. It shuts down melatonin, your sleep hormone, increases cortisol in a healthy way, and signals to your body, time to wake up, time to engage. This light enters through your eyes, not your skin. So no, sunscreen doesn't block it, but sunglasses might. The science of circadian rhythm. Your body runs on a 24-hour clock, called your circadian rhythm. When you get bright light in the morning, your internal clock anchors. That means better focus during the day and deeper sleep at night. No blue light filter, no productivity hack, no supplement, just natural light, natural energy. Your action step. Within 30 minutes of waking up, get outside. Stand in direct sunlight for 5 to 10 minutes. If it's cloudy, extend to 15-20 minutes. Bonus, walk while you do it to layer in movement. If you wake up before the sun or live in dark winters, use a 10,000 lux light therapy lamp to mimic the effect. Start your day with sunlight. You'll feel the shift in focus, energy, and mental clarity, and it stacks over time. Chapter 3. Nasal breathing plus CO2 tolerance. Oxygen-based energy. If you feel tired all the time, even with good sleep, you might not have an energy problem. You might have a breathing problem. Mouth versus nose. Why it matters. Mouth breathing is common, especially during stress, but it's inefficient. It dries out your airways, reduces oxygen absorption, and keeps your nervous system in fight or flight mode. Nasal breathing, on the other hand, filters and humidifies air, balances nitric oxide, and supports better oxygen delivery to your cells. In short, breathe through your nose, feel more energized. CO2 tolerance and real energy. Here's something most people don't know. It's not just oxygen that matters, it's how your body uses it. When you build tolerance to CO2, carbon dioxide, your cells actually absorb oxygen better. That means less breath, more energy. This is why elite athletes and breathwork practitioners train their CO2 tolerance, for deeper calm and sustainable performance. Simple exercise. Breath holds for energy. Try this daily. Inhale through your nose. Exhale slowly. Pinch your nose and hold your breath after the exhale. Hold until you feel a moderate urge to breathe. Inhale gently and return to normal breathing. Do this 3 to 5 rounds. Over time, your breath will become slower, deeper, and more energizing. When your breathing improves, your cellular energy improves. You'll feel clearer, more focused, and less reactive. Chapter 4. Blood sugar control. Energy's quiet killer. You could be sleeping well, eating clean, even breathing properly, and still feel exhausted. Why? One word: glucose. The blood sugar roller coaster. Most people live on a blood sugar roller coaster. They eat carbs, their energy spikes. Then insulin kicks in, their energy crashes. So they reach for snacks, coffee, or sugar, and the cycle continues. This isn't just bad for long-term health, it's a disaster for consistent energy. Signs: you're on the glucose roller coaster. Cravings: 1 to 2 hours after eating. Sudden mood drops or brain fog. Needing snacks to stay focused. Feeling shaky, irritable, or tired midday. These are red flags that your energy engine is running on fumes. How to stabilize blood sugar for real energy. Here are 3 simple ways to stay steady. 1. Start meals with fiber or protein. Don't let carbs hit your bloodstream first. 2. Go for a 10-minute walk after eating. This blunts the glucose spike. 3. Add vinegar or lemon water before high-carb meals. They slow carb absorption. And don't skip meals entirely. Low blood sugar can feel just as bad as a spike. Balanced blood sugar, check, balanced energy. You'll feel fewer crashes, less brain fog, and more stable focus throughout the day. Chapter 5. Movement snacks, micro-workouts that wake up the system. Here's something wild. You don't need a full workout to boost energy. You just need a movement snack. Movement. Instant energy. When you move, even for 2 to 5 minutes, you increase blood flow, deliver more oxygen to your brain, and trigger a burst of neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine, the chemicals of motivation and focus. This isn't about building muscle. It's about turning your body on. What is a movement snack? A movement snack is just a tiny burst of intentional activity. It can be 10 bodyweight squats, 30 seconds of jumping jacks, a walk up the stairs, 2 minutes of light stretching, a quick set of push-ups or lunges. The key isn't what you do, it's that you do it. When to use it. Here's when movement snacks are most powerful. Mid-morning slump, 10-11 a.m. After lunch, right before a big meeting or creative task. Anytime your focus drops. 1 round, 2 minutes, that's it. Bonus: stack it with breath. Pair your movement snack with slow nasal breathing. You'll energize the body while keeping the mind calm. That's the secret to clean energy, not hype. Don't wait for motivation to move. Move to create motivation. Chapter 6. Cold water, face splashes, and nervous system activation. No coffee? No problem. Want an instant energy surge without the crash? Turn to nature's original stimulant, cold. The power of cold on the nervous system. When your body is exposed to cold, even briefly, it activates the sympathetic nervous system. That means alertness increases, blood vessels constrict, boosting circulation, adrenaline and dopamine spike, fatigue fades. This is why cold showers, ice plunges, or even a splash of water to the face can jolt you into wakefulness. Simple cold exposure techniques for daily energy. 1. Cold face splash. Run cold water over your hands and face for 10-20 seconds. Especially useful when you feel groggy or unfocused. Activates the vagus nerve to improve alertness and calm. 2. Contrast showers. End your normal shower with 30-60 seconds of cold. Boosts energy, resilience, and mood. Works even better in the morning or after workouts. 3. Ice pack hack. Place a cold compress on the back of your neck or upper chest. Triggers a quick shift in mental state, especially helpful midday. The dopamine effect. Cold exposure can spike dopamine by up to 250%. And the best part? The elevated mood and focus last longer than any cup of coffee. Unlike sugar or stimulants, cold wakes you up without draining you. So next time you feel sluggish, skip the caffeine and splash your face. Nature already gave you the reset button. Chapter 7. Power naps and non-sleep. Deep rest. Recharge without a drop. When your brain is tired, more input doesn't help. It needs recovery, not stimulation. And that's where power naps and non-sleep deep rest come in. In the power of power naps, a 10-20-minute nap in the early afternoon has been shown to improve memory, boost alertness, increase reaction time, improve mood. This isn't lazy, it's elite recovery. NASA even found that pilots who took 26-minute naps improved performance by 34%. Rules for a perfect power nap. Keep it between 10-20 minutes, set a timer. Avoid napping too late in the day, before 3 p.m. is best. Nap lying down or reclined, but not too cozy or it becomes a full sleep cycle. Use an eye mask or white noise for better quality. You'll wake up refreshed, not groggy. Non-sleep deep rest, NSDR. NSDR refers to guided protocols that bring the brain into a calm, focused state without sleep. It includes practices like yoga nidra, deep body scans, NSDR meditations on YouTube. These can restore dopamine and reduce fatigue just like a nap, sometimes even better if you're in a time crunch. Energy, without overstimulation. True energy isn't about staying wired. It's about building a rhythm. Stress, recover, rise again. Rest is not weakness, it's the most overlooked part of high performance. When in doubt, don't power through. Power down, then bounce back up. Final chapter. Real energy comes from within. We've been conditioned to chase energy, in bottles, in shots, in giant cups that promise power but deliver only a temporary high. But here's the truth. Energy doesn't come from caffeine. It comes from rhythm, from breath, from light, from movement, from honoring your biology, not overriding it. Let's recap the 7 strategies. 1. Rethink caffeine. Use it wisely or not at all. 2. Morning light. Anchor your brain and circadian rhythm. 3. Nasal breathing and CO2 tolerance. Train your oxygen system. 4. Blood sugar control. No more spikes and crashes. 5. Movement snacks. Tiny bursts. Big alertness. 6. Cold exposure. Wake your system naturally. 7. Power naps and NSDR. Recover like a pro. You don't need to quit coffee forever, but you do need to stop using it as a substitute for the habits that actually fuel you. The real power? It's already inside you. Call to action. Health Wealth Investor. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's been feeling burned out and overstimulated. Here at Health Wealth Investor, we believe in building a life that's sustainable, in energy, in wealth, and in purpose. Because real power isn't borrowed, it's built.